Smith. And let's do it from Welsh Ryan Arena here tonight in Evanston. What are you watching for early in this one, Trey?
Yeah, I think it's just the ball pressure. You know, how much can you make Boston feel uncomfortable? In their last game, Boston really turned that ball over against Northwestern. Trying to get out some turnovers and get out in transition.
First trip for the Terriers and 5 to shoot. Inside for Defty, knocked away to steal. Arrington Page with the deflection. Turnovers really hurt the Terriers even in victory the other night. 16 turnovers led to 27 points. Backdoor, Jaden Reed for 2.
And that was all set up because of Martinelli's back screen. There's so much attention. You cannot leave him. And he set a great screen. And you're reluctant to help as we see a turnover here early.
Think about it, the top recruit ever in Northwestern history.
Yeah, he's so versatile. He can play inside and outside, but just has to find his rhythm and confidence offensively.
Shot clock at 10 for Reed, and he's made the first 2 baskets for the Wildcats.
Now we had a little bit of a Spanish pick and roll where you have Martinelli setting a back screen out of the high ball screen. Again, because so much attention's on Martinelli, Reed's able to come off that thing, pull up uncontested.
Reed, the transfer from USF after 2 years in Tampa. Roy to the rim, and the runner's good for the Terriers, and Ben Roy completes it.
That's a little thing, but I've never seen the ball push so fast in transition, even after a made bucket. The way that Reed pushed that thing down the floor.
Weak side, Singleton with the cleanup. He's 6'8", 215, the freshman from Jeffersonville, Indiana.
And Reed might be the first point guard in the Coach Collins era to pick up full court.
You know what that's about.
Me, I'll tell you one thing. Coach McIntosh on the bench and myself, we did not pick up full court.
Brian McIntosh, one of the assistants, part of the 2017 tournament team. Second effort, and there is Ben Defty.
So far, Boston in the half court's done a really good job with their spacing the pick and roll. Whenever you have a hard hedge situation, you want to have guys readily available. That one, Defty made himself available in that short corner.
Here's Page for 3, back at the rim, and the rebound to Royce. So Northwestern 3 of 5 to start. BU 1 of 3 in the early going. Here's Roy. Double team now works into the lane. A lot of motion from the Terriers early on with 9 to shoot. Bobbled and out of bounds off of Malcolm Shemezi, getting the start here for BU tonight.
So you see this last offensive possession, you get a side pick and roll, and then Defty making himself available in that short corner. It's going to be better communication from the Wildcats.
That's now 3 Boston turnovers with over 3 minutes gone by. Martinelli first touch, and he drains it.
And last year, Martinelli 48% on pull-up jump shots. He's so good in that 10 to 17-foot range.
I mean, they denied him the ball for the first 3 minutes, but he's 1 for 1. 8-4 Wildcats over the Terriers. Michael McNair working baseline for BU, double teamed, and they reset. Here's Defty from 18 feet, and Martinelli skies for the rebound. Oh, tried to slip it, ball was kicked.
The ball and try to make the home run play. When to back it out on that one, that was a tough angle for a bounce pass to your big fella.
You get a point guard with pace like Reed, with a star like Martinelli. You know, last year they lost Jalen Leach to a knee injury in conference play. They missed him dearly against Big Ten opponents. Here's Gladden from straight on, and that's way off. An air ball in front of the students on this Friday night. Early going on opening.
Is pretty low relative to the other teams in their respective leagues, but that just shows the culture and identity of both of these programs. A lot of times, both these programs won in gritty, low-scoring tight games, but there's been a lot of improvement offensively for both squads.
Here's Reed, gets an open look, buries it on the assist by Martinelli.
Jaden Reed is a very good shooter. Shot almost 50% from 3 his freshman season.
Reed, good start with 7 points. He's 3 of 3. And miscommunication, but Sam Hughes with the bailout for BU. Defty wants it inside. Instead, it's Gladden, the freshman. Missed it. And there's Martinelli for the rebound. Here comes the push from Reed. Off the screen. Martinelli's skying in there. He's
Bowie before that. Kind of one of those traditional programs where over the course of growing through and staying with the program, kind of develop into a leader.
Ethan Aquosa in for BU. Double teamed. Here's Gladden with 10 to shoot. Gladden played over 30 minutes the other night against Northeastern. Aquosa, one-legged fade. Another air ball and knocked out of bounds off of Wyndham, but only 1.3 on the 30 for BU.
And right now for Boston, it's so much perimeter-oriented basketball. If you're Boston, you got to try to get into the teeth of the defense, some dribble drives, play off 2 feet, pick that thing out. Right now, everything is around the perimeter.
Jake Weston for Northwestern, number 3 in white. McNair to beat the clock, and an air ball. Another BU turnover, Trey. That's now 4 for the Terriers.
You got to give Northwestern a ton of credit. I mean, the connectivity on the defensive end. This is a Northwestern team that held Mercyhurst to 1 of 19 from 3. Definitely see so far their defense is at a high level.
Tyler Cropon for the Wildcats. Here's West, the freshman from Philadelphia. Mullins down low, and they'll reset. Wyndham for 3. Well, way off. And knocked out of bounds, and it's going to stay with the Cats, but only 8 to shoot.
I love that read from Crop, though. He caught the ball kind of in an awkward position. Saw KJ Wyndham over his last 2 games, shot a 7 of 11 from 3. Dribble handoff, just wasn't able to knock it in.
The lefty Wyndham going to work. Right to the rim. And missed the rim. A late whistle and a foul, though. And he's going to get free throws. Bailout with
Page to pick you up along with the man that's guarding you, and then get a short roll. Then you can attack out of that.
Defty was brilliant in the win against Northeastern with 5 blocks, 3 steals, and 20 points. Over the shoulder, Martinelli working around with a passing here. Page for 2, no whistle. Nicely done.
Martinelli's so used to getting double team in the post. On that one, Boston doubled on the catch. Great extra passes for the Wildcats, getting that ball all the way around the perimeter. And then as guys from Boston were trying to match up on the back end, Page was left with the guard on him.
Trey, 13 straight Northwestern points. Defty rolls, can't finish. Shemezi is fouled. And time and the effort, the development, they could really get him to a great place.
And he was real with them. He said, look, this is probably your last chance to play at this level of basketball. It was kind of like those 3 strikes and you're out. And so he's taking full advantage of this opportunity.
Quick miss. Wildcats shooting below 44%. But BU 2 of 14 in the turnovers at 7 now.
Oh, he had Defty open on the roll.
McNair for 3. That's good and much needed for BU.
That's a good sign for Boston. Their last one, Abdullah and McNair combined, were under 20% from 3.
Off the screen, rejects it. Reed for 2, and that's short. Rebound to Roy. Ben Roy, the senior from the Jersey Shore Manasquan. Abdullah, baseline, banker missed. Diving's Clayton. Here's Martinelli. Green fires a 3. And a lot of contact off the ball. Martinelli to the...
In his rhythm, had a good exhibition game against Iowa State, but struggled in his last 2.
When he was in Kentucky as a high school senior, he scored 32 points per game, Max Green. Wow. Page for 3. The big fella strokes it.
And how about this? I mean, you talk about Page. He only took 11 jump shots. a season ago, and now he's becoming a pick and pop threat. Just was able to come off of that roll and replace, get his feet set, knock it down from the top of the key.
Let's see if BU can chip away. Just 3 of 16 shooting, and McNair's made back-to-back threes.
He's one of the better three-point shooters a season ago in the Patriot League. Averaged 8 points per game on jump shots, which was top 5 in the league. Guy that is his role, to come down and knock down perimeter shots.
Martinelli going to his right. Page knocked away from him. Here come the Terriers.
These gritty type games, if you can knock down a couple of perimeter shots, you can easily find yourself back in the ball game.
And that's what happened against Northeastern for BU. In and out, and then in for McNair. He's made 3 threes in the last few minutes.
And Coach Collins is beside himself. You can never go under a guy that's made 2 threes in a row, no matter what the scouting report is on that particular situation. Gotta have awareness there to go over the top, make him put the ball on the floor and drive it.
And Martinelli is hugged in the country in turnover margin. And right now, those 7 turnovers leading to 10 points. But give BU credit as Martinelli fires and strokes it for 3.
He's a guy that entered for the draft briefly, and one of the feedbacks he got is the next level. You got to be a knockdown, catch and shoot three-pointer. Good job there coming off that down screen, getting his feet set.
He has 8 points. Yeah, the Big Ten in scoring last year, over 20 points per game. He's made 2 shots, 1 3, and he's 3 or 4 at the foul line. 3 to shoot. Shemezi inside against a double. Nice finish.
Good job of Chemezi carving out space. Trying to push Martinelli up the lane line so that there was an angle for him to catch the ball over the top. And playing off a 2 feet and able to finish the deuce.
25-15 Wildcats. It's Page. Scoops and scores. Largest lead was 15 for Northwestern. Right now it's at 12. BU's made their last 3 shots and a number of threes. Here's Gladden, chased by Wyndham. Up and under, got it on the reverse.
And that was one of the times where he used Gladden, that retreat dribble, and Page went back to his man. That opened up the lane. Got to utilize that retreat dribble when teams are hard hedging on the pick and rolls.
Martinelli wants it against a double team. He tucks it, missed it against both Roy and McNair. He's now 2 of 5. McNair with Hughes back in. Roy, Gladden, and Shemezi for BU. Skip pass, McNair catch and shoot 3. In and out. There's Shemezi again. Roy fakes, frees up Gladden. Back of the rim, and Martinelli with the rebound, his 6th. Shane Reed, spin move, Martinelli, trademark floater's good.
Such a luxury to have a guard that could push the ball up the court so fast. And Reed is really good at catching good outlets. That is an underrated skill because that gives you an advantage to utilize your speed to get out in transition.
Shane Reed, to your point, with 4 assists. And Roy one-legged, teardrop, won't go. Look at this guy, full head of steam. Sheravino will drive it to the rim, reverse is good.
Northwestern youth basketball camped over the summer, had a great experience.
It's a Friday, it's a 5 o'clock local start. There's a lot going on, traffic, school, you name it, but they made it, right?
Yeah.
They're in the house. Now this guy, Reed to the rim for 2.
He's one of those guys you have to build a wall around when he's coming at you in transition because he's almost impossible to stay in front. And he doesn't even need to use too many moves. It's a good quick in and out, get past the defense before it's set, and good finish.
9 baskets made for Northwestern inside the arc. Gladden working baseline. Nice take by Chance Gladden.
Because there's so much attention on McNair right now when he comes off that flare. That weak side is open.
But in a nutshell, with the speed of Reed, the pace, this is what Chris Collins wanted to see entering this one here tonight. Wyndham down low, Singleton, the freshman, finishes.
Great two-man game, because Boston is doubling the post and really helping, even on the first pass, off the passer to the post. And Wyndham did a good job of attacking the closeout, playing off of 2 feet, and able to find Singleton for the deuce.
Martinelli making it hard for Defty. BU with 10 to shoot. McNair to the rim, stripped and out of bounds. He'll stay with Boston University with 6 on the 30. And BU turns to Ethan Okwosa off the bench in place of Ben Roy.
I love that attack from McNair. You've already made 3 threes. The defense is pressuring you. You got to make them honest and be able to drive against the pressure. Just A.J. Wyndham was able to get his hand on the ball.
Inbound stolen. Miscommunication. Hughes overran it. Sheravino now knocks it down.
That's going to be a big point of emphasis for his game. Guy that shot under 30% from 3 a season ago. He has to be a 3-and-D specialist. A good job in transition, relocation 3.
It's now 13 points, Trey, off 8 BU turnovers. Hughes pops out. Can't stick that one. Here's Singleton in the open floor. Martinelli counting the foul. In comes Page. Say Page along with Reed, Singleton, the hype freshman, Wyndham, and Sheravino. Backdoor. Okwosa high off glass and through.
Because Northwestern is such a heavy help side team, a lot of times guys can get lost on the perimeter, getting caught watching the basketball. It's a good job of cutting behind the defense there from Boston.
Final 2 minutes of this first half. Sheravino, local guy from Mount Carmel High School in Chicago, and it's going the other way. The Crusaders. He's coming off surgery on his shoulder after tearing his labrum. And a little shift in defense now from Boston.
Extended 2-3 zone.
But number 2 knows where to go.
That's because if you could get the ball to the middle with Martinelli on your basketball team against a zone, you're cooked, as the youngsters would say. And he's so good at that floater and being able to navigate around that free throw line area.
7 straight Northwestern baskets. Final minute. 8 to shoot for BU. McNair with 3 threes this first half. Tries another. Short this time, but Hughes gets a second chance. BU, the turnovers really have stung. 8 turnovers, yielding 13 points for Northwestern. Gladden weaves inside, off the bottom, the backboard. And the shot clock and game clock about a second between the two. But good luck stopping Reed. High off the window. Man, this kid's quick.
And how about this? Jaden Reed a year ago shot 41% in the paint. You want to see that number be about 60%. So something that he's probably worked on in the offseason as a smaller guard, being able to finish around that basket.
11 points. He's 5 for 7. 2 seconds. Gladden fouled. Shot no good, but
he's able, as a superstar within college basketball, to find himself within the flow of the game, just mainly by playing harder.
Same starters for Northwestern to begin the second. Aronson Page bodies up, fades away. And good defense by Defty that time. Asmar Abdullah stepped to his left. 3 is short. And Reed with the collection. Jaden Reed jumps, finds Martinelli with the right.
And that's all set up by Sheravino running the floor. It's one of the strong points of his game is he's able to get out in transition. And as the last man back, you have to kind of make a decision of whether you got to go out to the wing, which he did on that possession, and a great read from Reed, finding Martinelli under the basket.
Reed with 7 assists, and Martinelli with a new running mate, and 17 for Northwestern. 9 to shoot for BU. First half they shot 33%. It's McNair for 2, and he doesn't get the roll. And there's Page, big body with the carom. Reed again sets it up in the corner. And now inside, the touch for Singleton. That would have been nice.
How about that touch pass from Martinelli? Saw the double team coming even before the ball came and read it. It's a good open look from Singleton.
Pick and roll. Page took Defty on the roll that time. Here's Shemezi with 8 to shoot. Abdallah fakes. Drives, throws it up, and Page intercepts and is fouled.
Able to pick it off.
Third foul on Ben Defty. And the man out of USF, the transfer Reed for 2. Couldn't connect off the dribble. Michael McNair. You saw him at shoot around. He was kind of favoring his wrist a little bit. He didn't make any threes in the opener for BU as Abdallah misses. But he made 3 in the first half tonight.
Shemezi, one of the best offensive rebounds in the Patriot League a season ago, getting the offensive rebound over Martinelli there.
Roy working hard, but so is the Wildcats defense. 5 to shoot. McNair, tough fade. And off the back of Shemezi and back to Northwestern.
A few times that McNair, I feel like it's made the right read. When you have Jaden Reed on you, you want it. You know you're not going to beat him with your quickness, so you shoot over the top. He just has to get a little bit more lift on those 2-footed pull-ups.
47-26 Wildcats, and adding to it is Sheravino, the sophomore from Chicago.
That's a set play there for Coach Collins to get Sheravino driving right, clear the whole right side of the floor, let him get downhill and make a play.
Page to steal in the open floor. Fouled. Here, even in Chicago, you see the Notre Dame hats everywhere.
Yeah.
Everywhere you walk, Evanston and beyond. All right, a 23-point lead for the Wildcats. Chance Gladden on the drive with the left, and Page cleans it up. BU 5 this half already. Reed kept control, but just a little short. And back comes McNair, the spin move up and under, and from Temecula, California. And now it's double figures with 10 points. Rest of the games on Peacock here tonight in Illinois and Florida Gulf Coast. Minnesota tomorrow, along with GW and USF and Providence and Virginia Tech. College basketball on Peacock tonight and throughout the weekend. Man, it feels good, right? 5 days into a brand new season, Trey.
It's the best time of year to get a lot of preseason tournaments, great matchups. Just sit on your couch all day and watch college hoops.
Yeah, for the Northwestern fans, they've got this one now. And football tonight, Sheravino misses. Now loose ball foul, and it was Gladden pushing Page. So Chance Gladden with his first for BU.
That one, I think Sheravino, that's a shot fake and attack. Again, they double off the post on Martinelli. Great ball fake and composure. Gets the ball to the corner, swing, swing, closeout, attack, and you're probably going to get a layup.
USC and Northwestern tonight at the Coliseum, by the way. Sheravino skies, no, second chance is good. Went big initially, but finishes.
He is a heck of an athlete. I mean, there was no contact there. He could have easily punched that one, able to get his own miss there and followed up with the deuce.
You know, we have not talked a ton about Singleton tonight, the freshman number 8 for Northwestern, their highest ranked recruit ever out of the state of Indiana. But imagine when he begins to gain confidence and develops and takes control. Sheravino with the block, but the bobble and points.
And he feels like that stretch where they're going to play 5 straight Power 5 teams might be the most important stretch of the season. It's going to really show what this team has and what they're made of.
How about this double on Defty? Airmail's up Tula, but he recovers. 4 to shoot. McNair, 1 to shoot. The 3 is short. Second chance, though, for the Terriers. It's their best three-point shooter. At least last year he was, McNair. Hughes back in. He made 5 the other night. And they wind the clock down. 5 to shoot. Sam Hughes, long 2 off the dribbles, way off.
And Hughes 0 of 5 here after a 20-point game, as you mentioned, Ed. It's a different level of intensity, athleticism for this freshman that he's probably never seen.
For Northwestern, Singleton, Crop. You have Clayton, West, and Wyndham. Not going to try against a 7-footer. Reset to Crop. 3 to shoot for West with the left. No. Sam Hughes for 3, and he knocks it down.
Sam Hughes did a really good job of running in transition, locating to that left wing, and good pass ahead from Boston to find him. Poor transition defense there from Northwestern.
Just their second made field goal this half, and steps on.
Well, no matter if it's a 20-point game, 30-point game, post game, you're going to get taken out. It's the culture and the standard that this Northwestern program has.
You've lived it. So Crop, Singleton, West on the bench. Page back in, so is Martinelli. Back cut in the lane for McNair. Wyndham meets him. And the steal for Reed. Reed has been key igniting the break for Northwestern tonight. Harrington Page turns the corner, and he's fouled before the shot. Now, and Peacock. Man, that music feels good, doesn't it?
Oh, it takes me back. My early childhood. That's kind of the music that I heard when I first got into basketball as a young kid.
Late Jim Fagan, his voice still all over it. Mr. Tesh, round ball rock. And a lot of games aired from this city back in the day with those tunes. As Reed misses and knocked out of bounds, it's going to stay with Northwestern.
That's a big shot for Reed to be able to knock down. Because of his speed, a lot of teams are going to go underneath the ball screen. He has to confidently come off that thing, make the defense honest, and knock down that pull-up 3.
Northwestern resets. How about Reed tonight? 8 assists. Could be a 9th. Martinelli fighting. Missed it against 2 defenders, and Quinn Nielsen with a little elbow there against Martinelli. More out of frustration going against one of the league's best. 61-35, ankle breaker, but Atula can't connect. And Reed starts on the outside, cuts middle, fades away for 2, hits it.
It's a big-time play, and he's been wanting that pull-up jump shot to go in because all the attention's on Martinelli, and you have to stay home. He has the advantage a lot of times to kind of use the momentum of the defense to pull up. Good job there of knocking it down.
He is 15. Jaden Reed. Ben Roy can't answer. Weak side of Sheriff for the rebound. No look to Page. He wasn't ready initially. Page with the left. A lot of English, but no. Hughes catch and shoot. Drains the triple.
That was a good job of Nielsen running the floor because Martinelli had to make sure to be back to protect the basket. He was the closest man to Hughes, and Hughes, again, in transition, setting his feet, knocking it down.
From three-point range for Joe Jones, I think with Hughes, McNair, they're going to have some nice options on the outside. Martinelli defended well by Hughes. Page with 8 to shoot is fouled on the pass and will go to the line for a bonus trip as Ben Roy got him for BU. Patriot League play, that'd be a plus, but he made the trip, which is wonderful here tonight, but obviously a sign that this has been a snake-bitten program by injuries in recent years.
Yeah, I mean, you can talk about last year. You lose Matai Baptiste, Otto Landrum, Quoso. I mean, those are 3 guys that are in your top 7 and still able to find themselves in the top 4 in the Patriot League.
There's Hughes with the three, and the amazing thing is in the opener, Alexander goes down, and what Hughes did and the others, they were basically skating with no plan. It was going with the flow, and they won a game in overtime.
Because like Martinelli, a lot of their offense, Boston, goes through Tyrone Alexander, him making plays out of pick and rolls.
Oh, give it go, Green. That was nice. But BU right now, you've got hope with Alexander when he comes back. They love what Defty's become as a sophomore at 7 feet. I mean, the balance the other night, 20 points, 8 rebounds, 5 blocks, 3 steals. He's on the bench right now as McNair's fouled by Green for Northwestern, and that for the Wildcats is their 5th.
Good here, good ball fake there, give and go action. And then you see Max Green playing off of 2 feet. And it's good for Green's confidence. Last year, he started the season off 6 of 20 from the field. So he's one of those guys that's a rhythm player. If he sees one go in, he could definitely get going.
6 minutes left. Leads 24 at 65-41. And Roy was out of bounds on the drive. And BU turnovers 13. Down from the first half, but conversely, Northwestern with just 3 here tonight.
A rare turnover from Ben Roy, was 6th in the country in assist-to-turnover ratio a season ago at 4.6. So when you have a point guard that's able to take care of the ball and knows their role, that definitely adds value to your team as well. The versatile wing that Northwestern has on their roster.
There's first career points for Tyler Kropp from Powell, Ohio. His mom's from Argentina, so he played for Argentina, as you mentioned, in the Under-19 World Cup in Switzerland. Martinelli in for Northwestern, Kropp, Cheravino, and can't get to that 3 by McNair. McNair the bounce back with 4 threes.
And then Coach Collins is screaming at Cheravino. You cannot go underneath the flare screen, especially a guy that's already made 3 threes in this game. You have to trail over the top, understanding you got help from the big man that set the screen, his defender.
Small against big. Reed from 15, got it. And now he has 17 tonight.
That's the same rhythm. A lot of times as a scorer, you want to get to the same rhythm where you've already made a shot. It's that right-handed pull-up. He's so fast, so your momentum as a defender is going downhill towards the basket. Good job of Reed stopping on a dime and knocking it down.
McNair to the rim this time. Finger roll popped out. I like the versatility, though, from Michael McNair. On the switch, Reed against McNair, gets it back. 69-44 Northwestern. Max Green for Reed now. Lane's open. Look at this guy. Double teamed. He's had it for a while. Banker missed, and Shemezi tracks it down.
On that possession, Martinelli was getting fronted on the post. There was all help side over. Coach Collins is telling his guys to drive the basketball when they catch it, because you can attack a closeout and get into the painted area.
A shade under 4 left in this one from Evanston, Illinois. Knocked away, but right to McNair. Gets an open look and trains his 5th 3 tonight.
See a timeout coming here from Coach Collins. He does not play the score. He plays the principles and habits. And I mean, look at him. He's getting on his best player in Martinelli.
In his 27th year trade, Yale, they're in Annapolis against Navy in the Veterans Classic. We said to Joe, talk to James going against another Patriot League team. He said, of course.
Yeah.
I'll call him right back. How about 2 guys, 2 brothers, combined 49 years of Division I head coaching experience. Nice cut and finish.
That was a good job of Jake West showing the defense that he was going up for the jump shot. All eyes and attention went to him, and Tyler Kropp did a good job rolling to the basket, making himself available. Good read from the freshman point guard.
The lead is 24. The margin points in the paint for Northwestern is plus 24. That's been the key tonight. McNair, another three, and it's good. How about this guy? Shooting practice, his 6th.
Well, Ed, when you have a freshman that's probably 180 pounds soaking wet, it's a lot easier to get your shot off versus going up against a bull like Martinelli on the defensive end. Good job of McNair creating space there for the step back 3.
And Kropp from 2-point range. He scored 6 points this half. But if you're McNair, BU's going to be good. Really good if they stay healthy this season.
Yeah.
Get Alexander back. Here's Cladden, the freshman. That's good. I mean, the skills are there. It just, non-conference is why you do it.
That's a different level when you're going up against Power 5 competition. But this Boston team has culture, identity. They have talent. Did a great job of recruiting and getting the guys that fit the culture Joe Jones has set here.
Final 2 minutes. Mullins out of the corner and bump it.